We have talked about identity politics a lot. We have talked about it on the main Geeks and Gamers channel. I've talked about it on my DDayCobra channel, and we have talked about it here on the Sports Wars channel. Identity politics is like a cancer. It's like a disease, and once you introduce it into anything, it will destroy everything. And we are seeing another example of that with the Vanderbilt Commodores and Sarah Fuller, something we have covered a lot here on this channel, and we have more nonsense to cover. Now, to be clear, I don't know much about Sarah Fuller as a person. This is nothing against her as a person. This is about how the media is treating this situation and how they are propping someone up based on mediocrity at best. We are celebrating Sarah Fuller for kicking an extra point. That is the bar we are at, where she is being celebrated for kicking an extra point. Now we're starting to get more information, and it looks like Tennessee didn't even try to put pressure on her as she attempted this historic extra point. But this is what happens with identity politics. Now you can't even have players on the opposing team try. Because if they try and they end up blocking her kick, or she misses it, or she gets hurt because someone runs into her, that person is probably going to be treated like the devil himself, and they're probably going to be destroyed all over social media. And this is ridiculous, but this is what happens when you bring identity politics into anything. It will destroy everything. Here we go. Today, the Vanderbilt Commodores faced the Tennessee Volunteers. And right here, did Tennessee let Vanderbilt kicker Sarah Fuller kick her extra point without any pressure on purpose? They literally brought no pressure. This is a joke, and it's honestly insulting to female athletes. Why is the defense treating her differently? And as you can see, that's right before the kick. That is literally right before the kick. There's no pressure. They're not even moving. No pressure. Now, this person right here in particular is who I want to focus on, because we've got some video. Thanks to the newest writer for geeksandgamers.com, Lyndon Hall, sent me this. Check this out right here. This is ridiculous. Now, look. There she is. And this is the same picture that I just showed you on Twitter, okay? There she is. Just stops and just walks. Doesn't even look. Doesn't even look back. Well, he started to look back towards the end. But here we go, right here. And just doesn't even care. He's like, whatever. No pressure whatsoever. None. No pressure. These guys aren't even moving. They're not even trying. You can't even play against this chick. You can't even put pressure on her during an extra point. An extra point in a game. In a game where it is 7-6. Now, I don't think that Vanderbilt's going to compete with Tennessee, even with Tennessee being a bad football team. But the point is, Vanderbilt is trying to tie the game, and the players on the field can't even try and compete because they're not allowed to, because the future Heisman Trophy winner, Sarah Fuller, is on the field. And if you block her kick, if you force her to miss it, it's going to be an act of sexism, because that's how social media operates. This is where we are. This is nonsense. Again, there were articles written after she kicked the ball 30 yards. And by the way, when they needed field goals kicked, they didn't bring her in. They brought a man in. They brought a qualified person in to kick field goals, because Sarah Fuller can't do it. But last week, 2 weeks ago, after she made her amazing 30-yard squib kick, we saw articles written, and people were saying that she knows more about winning than her coach. Now, her coach did get fired, and the Vanderbilt Commodores are 0-8. But this is the same coach that took them to 2 bowl games. 2 bowl games. But now Sarah Fuller, because she kicked the ball 30 yards and gave a halftime speech, suddenly she knows more about winning than her coach. This is identity politics on steroids, and it's only going to get worse. Just what, 2 weeks ago, Chris Collinsworth joked about, or he didn't joke, he was basically complimenting the fact that Pittsburgh Steelers fans are passionate about football, and even the women. He said even the women know their stuff. He had to apologize for this. Are you kidding me? There's no way. No, I will not apologize for that. What? But again, this is what happens when you lower the bar to identity politics level. Nonsense. And I'm sure there's going to be a lot more that is going to come from this. But when you see stuff like this where a player isn't even trying to put pressure on this person that's going to be celebrated for an extra point, absolutely ridiculous. Anyway, you guys let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Have a great day. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for supporting Geeks and Gamers. Thank you for supporting DDayCobra. Thank you for supporting Sports Wars, Park Hoppin', and all of the other channels affiliated with us. Ryan Kennel, RK Outpost, Uche Wanere, Drunk 3PO, so many others. Thank you guys, and we will talk to you later.